I recently went on a call with a potential client. Everything was going great. He was super interested in working with me.
Wow, I'm super interested in working with you.
But then things went sideways, and in about 10 seconds, the call was suddenly over. So what went wrong, and how did I deal with this pretty direct rejection? Well, let's find out. Freelancing, in a lot of sense, is just like job hunting, but on steroids. And we all know that job hunting can be brutal. When somebody is searching for a regular 9-to-5 job, it takes on average 20 to 80 applications to finally land a full-time position. Out of that couple of dozen interactions, you only get a handful that are actual rejections, so most businesses just actually ignore you. A lot of freelancers do actually the same thing. Not everyone, but those doing, for example, Upwork or cold emailing, definitely. These freelancers pitch to potential clients all the time and take the rejections just the same as a regular job seeker. But this is the key. They do this a lot more. Some do this actually every day. A freelancer can face 10 times more rejections as a regular job seeker. But this is okay. We do this because the other benefits of freelancing are worth it. The independence, the better pay, the better work-life balance. It's all worth it. So, us freelancers get rejected more. Now, logic dictates that in order to become a successful freelancer, we have to get good at being rejected. So how do we do this? Well, we do this by paying close attention to these 5 cornerstones. Number 1, remember to disassociate. Rejection is not about the client saying no to you as a person and your ego. It is about a misalignment of what the client is looking for at that given time. It's never personal. It's never about you. It's just, things not working out. Studies have shown that our brains tend to perceive social rejection the same as physical pain. However, it is crucial to understand that rejection is not a reflection of your personal worth, right? I really have to emphasize this. In fact, these studies have shown that individuals who view rejections as a learning opportunity and, not as a personal failure are better equipped to handle it in the future. For example, let's say you pitch a client your service and they unfortunately decline. Well, instead of, internalizing it as a personal failure, remind yourself that it was simply a misalignment of what they were looking for at the time, and just move on. My next tip is to always respond professionally. Never lose face. The first one to lose their temper, the first one to enter an argument is the first one to just lose, unfortunately. Maintain a professional tone at all costs and avoid being, defensive or confrontational. Research has shown that people who respond to rejection with hostility or aggression are actually less likely to be successful in a future social interaction. On the other hand, those who respond with understanding and empathy are more likely to maintain a positive relationship. So, if a client declines your pitch, respond with a polite message thanking them for considering your services and offering to keep in touch for any future opportunities. Next, when rejected, try to seek feedback. Actively asking the potential client what actually went wrong and what could have been done better is very important. Be shameless about this, because at this point you have nothing to lose. Now, this may be uncomfortable, I know that, but seeking feedback from the client can be incredibly helpful. Because not only it helps you improve your skills and your marketing approach and your sales, but it can also demonstrate to the client that you are committed to providing an excellent service. And who knows, they might remember you the next time they actually need a service like yours. Again, studies have shown that people who actively seek feedback are actually more likely to improve their performances and achieve their goals in the long run. So do seek feedback, it's completely okay. 4. Celebrate your failure. This may sound cheesy, but the fact that you are getting rejected means that you are trying and people are actually kind of noticing you. Now, believe me, 99% of the people don't even get to this point. So celebrate this, I mean it. A study by the University of Colorado found that individuals who celebrate their failures are more likely to take risks in the future and ultimately achieve greater success. So when you get to your next rejections, just pause, take a deep breath, and say the following words out loud. This is actually a step in the right direction for me. Finally, rely on your support network. If all else fails and you still feel down about a rejection, which is, I must emphasize, completely normal, fall back to your starting position. Remind yourself why you want freelancing. What are you working for? Don't be afraid to admit that you have hit a minor road bump. Social support can buffer the negative effects of rejection and improve our abilities to cope with stress. So yeah, talk about this with your partner, with your friends, and be open about it. I know it's difficult, but it's worth it. There's no shame in rejection. As I mentioned, it is actually an essential part of the freelancing process, so embrace it. So going back to my initial client story, what actually went wrong? What could I have possibly said that resulted in an instant disqualification? Well, turns out nothing special. I was on the call and I was just about to start discussing my availability for the project when the client just cut me off. He immediately said, and I quote, "I only want to hire people who are ready to throw their lives away for me." Throw their lives away, right? For him. Yeah. Dodged the bullet there, I guess. So, what's the lesson here? Well, you can still get rejected for doing everything absolutely right. That's not a mistake. That's not a weakness. That's life. Now, if you want to learn more about how to overcome another common roadblock for freelancers, this video will do just that for you. And now I'm suddenly in the mood to watch some good old-fashioned Star Trek. So that's it for today. Have a good one.